from Two Nerds and an Actor. I am here with my extra nerdestrials. France Jerome.
Woo woo.
And Mike Santana.
E.T. got home.
And I am your host, Aisha Jordan. I don't know why, so France is holding his mouth right now, not laughing. You're allowed to laugh.
I feel like, those memes that say they got gun to your head and then it says, if you had to call somebody who wouldn't pick up, who would you call to save your life? If it was a meme if you had to make somebody laugh and collapse on the floor,
yeah, that's me.
I would pick France so I could live.
Oh my God. What? He was laughing before we saw Hereditary. And he couldn't stop. I was like, yo, it's done. You need to stop now. This is a serious thing.
This is the coldest open we've done.
Anyway, okay. I'm sorry. We're back to business. We're going to talk about some good stuff today. We're going to talk about Westworld because we're getting closer to the season finale.
Yeah,
we're going to talk about some shows you guys should see, some movies you should see, and some early stuff that's come out about Wonder Woman and Aquaman and good stuff like that.
Yeah, DC's letting them leaks fly.
I know, because they know no one really cares.
Oh.
We'll get into it. So, first up, nerd news. I want to talk about some box office numbers. It's a ridiculous year for box office.
Would you say it's an incredible year for box office numbers?
It is. Okay, so Incredibles 2 made $180 million. But before we get into it,
no spoilers.
No spoilers.
Because they didn't see it.
Infinity War broke records.
It did.
$2 billion.
It's the fourth film in the history of films.
Oh my God.
To earn that much money.
So, will Jurassic World keep the theme going? Do you think that they're going to make record numbers?
I don't know.
Nah, they're not making Thanos numbers.
Nah. I don't even think they're going to make Jurassic World numbers like the first one.
The first one?
Yeah.
You think the first one did?
Yeah, and then, I don't know. Yeah, it had been a while since we saw those dinosaurs, so I don't
but
think
there's new dinosaurs.
Yeah, I know, but I kind of feel like we've almost done this before.
I like to quote you when we saw the preview. You're like, I'm not gonna be impressed until they open a bank account.
I can't say things around people who remember them.
It was hilarious.
I gotta stop doing that. But yeah, I don't think it'll even make that kind of money, like 175 million or anything like that. There's a lot of other films it's competing with, like Incredibles.
Yeah.
Incredibles is gonna have a hell of a second weekend. I'll tell you that right now.
Well, when you think about it, how long we waited for Incredibles 2?
14 years.
Exactly. So everyone is super excited. I mean, I don't know. I didn't think it was gonna make $180 million.
Can I be honest with you?
In a day.
We never got to talk about it. I did think it was gonna make I thought it was gonna make over 165.
Wow.
I didn't think it was gonna do 180.
It exceeded your expectations.
It did because that movie theater I was in was packed. It was fucking packed.
Sold out.
And I would say the ratio of adults to children was
they left the kids at home. They were it's date night.
It was 3-1. But there were kids there, for a 9:00 showing. There were kids there.
They be doing that. I'd be a 10:30 showing, and then it's children. I'm like, why are there children?
Yeah, there were kids there, but motherfuckers was clapping like it was a Star Wars movie.
Wow.
I resisted, but nonetheless, I was enthused.
I did hear it was really good.
It was great. It was worth the 14-year wait, but motherfucker, don't take another decade to give me more.
Right? Well, the thing is, I want to see it. So, at my job, shout out to my coworkers,
It gets earlier and earlier, Aisha.
I feel like I didn't shout them out last time. I don't.
You did.
Did I? Oh,
the streak is still going. Don't worry about it.
Whoever's keeping count, you let me know.
Hey, welcome to shout out to my coworker.
That's exactly.
Well, we have our POC caucus, and we're all going to see.
Say that again 2 times slow.
POC caucus.
Thank you.
Well, we're going to see Incredibles 2, but we're like not going for a while, so I've been trying to wait to see
You've
it.
already
to go with
waited.
them.
14
I know, but I'm trying to
years you've waited. What the fuck?
But I'm trying to see it with them. But like, I honestly like, I hope they don't listen to this episode because I don't think I'm gonna be able to wait. We're trying to go like the second week of July.
Wait. Don't wish less listenership on us.
Okay, no, I hope you're listening. Well, then the cat's out of the bag. I might go see it before and pretend like I haven't seen it.
Well, put your acting skills to the test.
Whew. You're like, oh my God, it was so good.
You are the actor.
Good. Exceeded my expectations. Anyway, I'm excited to see it. I am.
The movie was fun. I left it with a smile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah. Left it with a fucking smile. It wasn't as big a smile as an Infinity War smile, but it was a smile.
Oh my God. Did we smile after Infinity
I did.
War?
I
I think Thanos smiled, and then you were like, I guess I have to too. Because I survived? Question mark. Okay, so the next thing, that we're talking about billions of dollars here, because, whatever, that's a number.
Buku bucks.
What is this whole Fox deal? So, yeah, Comcast bidded $65 billion.
Yep.
Is that what to buy all the stuff that Disney wanted to buy from Fox
in cash.
Yeah. Which Disney offered a lot of money too, but in stock.
Yeah, they offered I think 52, but it was mostly stock option stuff.
But when you think about it, stocks can go up.
Yeah, they can go up, and also, if I'm not mistaken, and I'm not rich, I think the taxes that you would have to pay are different. Like if it's all cash, that's coming off the top.
No,
but at least you get it now. That's the thing, you get it now.
I do know how that works actually from my job. Yeah, because the stock is a stock. Well, the thing is, you have stock in Disney though. Come on, that's worth ridiculous later on.
I mean, you're right.
And then you decide when you're responsible for the taxes or not, because you're like, I'll just keep this stock for a little bit.
You're right. And the thing that I'm worried about at this point is like if Comcast gets this, the argument is that there are people rooting for Comcast to get it and not Disney. Oh wow, what? Because if Disney gets it, they'll have essentially like almost 45% of the box office. They'll control all of it. They'll control almost half of movie screens across the world. So it's like that's a lot of power and influence. Not to say they won't make good shit, but still that's a lot. My concern is that Comcast has been known to be kind of a bad company.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
And our net neutrality laws just
We're scared.
got expired. So I'm worried that they're gonna with the quickness start to throttle competitors now that they'll have Fox's entire library and
okay well, this doesn't mean that it's happening. Do you think, here's my question, do you think that Disney is gonna come back with a better offer?
Well, here's what happens. By virtue of the law, once Comcast makes its bid, Disney has 5 days to match or better it. So this like could poker. This could go back and forth for a little while. But I mean, damn, $65 billion cash, that's a hard sell to come back on.
Especially Disney, do you think they're going to take that risk?
Like this is as of Wednesday. So on Wednesday, Comcast bid is official, and 5 days from Wednesday, Disney has to decide.
Yeah. I was notified of a possible legal loophole, as it was called.
What?
When I went to go visit the Eggheads, they brought this up as a possibility, which I had never heard it from anywhere else before. So I'm like, and I don't know, that they should have put the video up by now. No, I'm just kidding. But they were mentioning how, and this is known. This is one of the few things that is known about the Marvel movie rights deal that was done with all these studios. That if a studio tried to sell that property, for example, if Sony tried to sell the Spider-Man properties that they signed over from Marvel to another company, those properties then return to Marvel for the grand total of for free.
Wait,
And
I don't understand.
So Marvel wanted to protect its characters, its properties. So they were very selective with who they sold what to. So they gave the X-Men to Fox, and they sold Spider-Man and Spider-Man properties to Sony, and they sold Hulk to Universal, and because Universal, remember that whole they want to do a shared monster universe thing?
Yeah.
I mean, Hulk is as close to like classic horror monster Jekyll and Hyde type shit as you can get. So that's why Universal was so wanted Hulk, you know? And anyway, so they put in the contract, we don't know how long these contracts are, blah, 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 but we know that one of the stipulations supposedly was that if that studio tries to sell that property to somebody else who Marvel didn't negotiate with, then they get the property back as a means to protect the property.
Right.
You know, like if Sony was going to sell Spider-Man to some fucking, I don't know, think of a dipshit fucking...
Comcast.
No. But I'm trying to think of a really weird fucking movie
Time
studio.
Warner. Oh, wait,
or
no, they already own it.
Wow, Lionsgate. But anyway, like...
Lionsgate has Namor.
Yeah, no, like Time Warner. Like WB.
Yeah.
But that would be cool.
Yeah, like but whoever it was, Marvel gets it back to protect that deal because they don't want these characters to be sold and sold and sold, and they'll be farther away from their...
We trusted you. We gave it to you.
Exactly.
Okay.
So...
I mean, that seems like a...
But I don't know if this falls under that.
Ironclad.
Yeah, I don't know if this falls under that or not. We'll have to see. I don't know.
Yeah, we don't know what the stipulations were for those characters specifically.
Yeah, I mean,
anyways,
Disney gets it. A lot of jobs are gonna be lost. You know.
Aww. Wait, if they do the deal or they don't
yeah,
do the
if Disney
deal,
gets it, there's a lot
they
of
would
jobs.
have to make cuts.
Yeah, they're gonna be a lot of jobs. There were thousands of jobs they were saying that might get lost.
So if Comcast does it, are people losing jobs?
Well, because Comcast, I don't think is going to Comcast is not trying to take certain properties and align them with the other ones. You know what I mean?
Like Comcast doesn't have a Marvel Studios on its deck, whereas Disney has a Marvel Studio. So things are already in place, ready to go, committed staff, couple of Emmys, Oscars, whatever the hell. I was like, they already have squads, so they don't really need people.
So they would fire the Fox people, basically.
Yeah, any of the folks any redundancies would go.
Oh, so they saving money.
It's look, selfishly, all the fuck I care about is these Marvel characters coming back to the House of Ideas.
I want X-Men. I want Fantastic Four.
Yeah, and then Spider-Man. You know what? You're next.
Yup.
But
you know they're doing pretty good with Spider-Man. I mean, now.
Listen.
That last one.
That last one was Marvel, basically.
Yeah.
You know, and look what they're doing with Venom. That's gonna be a fucking disaster. And
what?
But
you think so?
Yes.
By virtue of it being Sony, by virtue of it not being Marvel Studios' House of Ideas up front.
Yeah, by virtue of the graphic that appeared before the latest time we saw the trailer, in association with.
What?
It's not part of. It's just like borrowed license.
Well, I don't care because it's Tom Hardy, so we're gonna have to.
Yeah, but I don't think you're gonna
curb this conversation.
Oh, okay. You banning it? Okay, all right. Okay, you're the host. You got it.
You just can't talk bad about Tom Hardy with dogs.
Nobody mentioned a dog.
Tom Hardy with dogs. Look it up. It's so cute.
Search if you're brave, the porn parody of Tom Hardy with dogs.
I'll search that.
Hardy with dogs.
Hardy with dogs. Anyway, okay. So the next thing in our news thing is that DC is our news segment. Yes. DC and their streaming service announced some of the shows, like cartoons and movies, that's going to be on their streaming service.
Yeah.
So my question for you all is, what shows would you pay for just to have DC?
Ooh.
Because you got to pay now.
They have a vast library of things.
Because like right now I'm like, I'm not going to pay another extra thing. But, I don't know, Young Justice.
Oh, but that's
shit.
Damn.
Would you pay?
For Young Justice, yeah, probably.
That ass, yes.
Well, they got your money.
Yeah, like for that, can I just pay for that and not the?
So.
But even though they in the latest stuff that we were reading, like it was saying that DC they're gonna offer like classic. They said classic, but like Justice League Unlimited. You know, their older animated stuff. You know, older shows. I don't know if that means Lois and Clark or I don't know what the fuck.
Wow.
Maybe Smallville. I don't know. They're going to have older shows, the new content that we're talking about. And then they also mentioned that it's going to have some type of, like, comics. Like
What?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like motion comics?
No, I don't know.
No, yeah, probably some motion comics.
Probably that. Probably just
some easy
regular
to read
old
digital comics.
Yeah.
They have an enhanced version, an AR version that you can like swipe through, so you can actually follow along.
But even if it's just some of their comics library that is offered through like X Comics, the apps and stuff like that. Even if it's like the latest issues you could get with that, or maybe
That would be
previews
smart.
of them, that would be really smart.
Yeah.
For folks that are going to be consuming that content on their tablet or their phone, that's a good way to
That
hook
would
them
be-
in.
It's like Amazon, basically.
Right.
You have you can buy books on Amazon. You can do the
Right. Here's the comic of the show you just watched.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's a really
here's
smart
the
thing.
audio book of the graphic.
Yeah.
You know,
Here's a T-shirt that you can buy of the character you just saw.
Oh no! So that's what DC's doing. They're like, we don't care about movies because we're making the new Amazon.
We're the Amazonians.
They're like, whatever. You can just.
We're making the
movies,
Themyscira.
Sure,
All right, fuck the Amazon. We're making a
but we're
Themyscira.
making this Themyscira of
Yeah.
online shopping. Well, yeah, that's pretty cool, I guess. But no net neutrality. I feel like that's what's happening right here.
Well, that's the thing. Like, DC's gonna be doing all this. Who knows? They might get throttled into the fucking ground. Like, oh, you want to watch Young Justice? Oh, yeah, okay.
Well, you're gonna have to pay extra for
10
that.
megabytes per second,
That's what I'm
bitch.
saying. They're gonna do it.
Comcast.
Exactly.
Let's not make.
Yes.
I don't want to make Comcast the only
Cartman.
motherfuckers. I don't want to make them the
There's
only.
the worst.
I
Then Comcast.
don't want to make them the. What is the
Scapegoat.
No, the fucking
Villain.
No,
Mariah?
wait, no. What's the company from Futurama? The mom.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't want to make them the Mom Corp, even though you can't spell Comcast without
Mom Corp.
Mom Corp. If you rearrange the letters.
I feel like that's what it is too. Because where did you come from, Comcast? All of a sudden you're like, actually,
Pit of hell.
we want those things.
From Tartarus.
Fuck you. This is an A and B conversation. Okay, Comcast, see yourself over there.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry. I don't want to make enemies of Comcast, I guess, though.
Nah, they'll throttle our fucking.
Yeah.
Like,
You know
oh,
what, Comcast?
you like the 2Nerds
You're
podcast?
Cool.
Eh?
Word.
You're gonna have to pay your premium.
I mean, as long as we get some of that money, I'm down with you, Comcast.
No, we're not down with Mom Corp. You're so quick to sell
sorry.
out.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Damn, how
I
you,
mean,
how you gonna
just
cuck
kidding.
us like that?
Comcast,
If
send me a bid. That's what.
What?
Let me know. No.
If you listen to this podcast and you hit a tuning fork, it will show up in the tune of Ho Sharp.
I got that
No.
joke, and I'm not even in the business.
Woo!
Ow.
Either business.
Respect all sex workers.
See, we say
Of
good
course.
things.
Of course.
Like, we might be like, oh, fuck Comcast. And be like, oh, you're cool, Comcast. And then be like, you know what? Support sex workers.
Yeah, Maeve is bae. I mean, I don't understand what else you want me to say.
It's true. She's a mom. She's a businesswoman.
Well, she was a mom.
Yeah.
Now
yeah.
she's a madam.
Yeah, but she still, has memories of being mom.
Spoilers.
Okay, so while we're talking about DC, there were some images leaked of the Aquaman.
Well, official. They're official.
They're official?
Yeah, yeah. They're not
Okay.
like TMZ
I mean, I looked at them.
paparazzi shits.
I looked at them.
Yeah.
I viewed them.
Like they were in Entertainment Weekly and.
Oh, okay. This
yeah.
is like real deal. I just,
Yeah.
I just look on the internet. So there they were. Does it excite you?
Aquaman?
The images.
The images of Aquaman?
Yeah. Like, are you like, oh man,
I mean,
now
as
I really
a
want to
as
see
a
this movie.
heterosexual male, I'm comfortable in
You
saying
better get excited.
that
No.
yes. I mean, Jason Momoa emerging from the ocean depths, dripping in masculinity and salt water.
That sounds great.
At least I know some shit about to happen. He gonna fuck
That's
somebody
true.
up.
Unless he's too dude bro like he was in Batman vs. Superman.
He might be a little dude, bro, in this. We'll see.
Not Batman vs. Superman. Justice League.
As far as the narrative, he's supposed to be rough around the edges in the onset and then become into kingliness.
Yeah.
But I think first of all, he came through dripping, drip. That was cool. But Patrick Wilson's fucking
Orm. Is he playing
his
Orm?
his Ocean Master with the 1994 Tommy ponytail?
Yeah.
It looks real fake.
It looked
Real
bad.
fake.
It looked like Steve Martin and Baby Mama.
You know, and I'm gonna say this. I didn't
Maybe
like.
someone's gonna snatch his wig, and that's why they made it like
That's
that.
why they did it.
Exactly.
Maybe it's a seahorse tail, not a ponytail.
Ah.
Now,
he's gonna have the babies.
the one image that I saw. That's right. The one who wears the maternity pants in this relationship. Yeah, the one image that I saw that gave me concern was the one of Black Manta, like the helmet.
Oh, I didn't see that one.
They're not going with the big ass, wide helmet that is the signature aesthetic of Black Manta.
Yeah.
It's a much smaller helmet, and
Maybe
I'm like,
they wanted to make it more sleek.
I mean, part of me loves that character because he looks not sleek at all.
Because it's my dude's dad.
Oh, right. You mean
I love him.
from Young
Calder.
Justice. Yeah, Calder's pops.
I love Calder. He's
Yeah.
the best Young Justice ever.
You think maybe we'll see some
Like him as a baby?
maybe. I don't know when this takes place.
And then we'll have a Young Justice movie. Oh, wait, no, I shouldn't say that. Because
Nah,
they're
I
not
don't
ready
want-
to make good
Yeah,
movies
I don't
yet.
want them to do a Young Justice
Yeah.
movie. Like, God
Make
forbid.
a good movie, and then I'll get excited.
God forbid that they do a Young Justice film.
Well, I mean, I'm going to say I wasn't excited. I don't know. Again, how excited can you get for movies that are just so inconsistent? You know what I mean?
I mean, it's the promise. You who's the director? You said you trusted him. You love him.
James Wan.
James Wan.
But James Wan, I mean, yes, I love him. I trust him. But he also makes horror movies.
Okay, I mean,
So, like, what is going to happen?
the other thing you got to keep in mind is that James Wan, when they asking him about this, he says, I feel like I got to make the movie I wanted. I'm not
That's
hearing.
what he said?
Yeah, I'm not hearing the same kind of complaints and restrictions. It seemed like
Oh.
the execs are letting them do this movie. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Let them do the movie.
Maybe they realized that, like, them interfering loses money.
Yeah,
And they
in
were
the
like,
long run.
you know what? Why don't we try something new where we let them do what they want?
Let's let talented
let
filmmakers
the talent people do what they do.
make a fucking film on their own.
Seems like a good plan. Also, James Wan is like, I feel like he's the type of dude too. Like, if I was an exec, I'd be like, I don't know if I want to bother him because he makes people's nightmares. I don't want him to make nightmares.
What's more nightmarish than the ocean depths with which we know so little about?
So little.
So little about.
And then that's why there was Pacific Rim.
That's right.
It came from another dimension.
That's right.
Well, I mean, we'll see. We'll see what happens. We need more images.
And there were images from Wonder Woman, which you mentioned.
Oh, yeah. Wait, we'll get into that in a second because I
Okay.
have special questions about that.
Oh.
So we're going to take it just a little sad. I mean, yeah, I mean, it's sad. So this dude from Talking Dead, what's his name? Chris Hardwick.
Yeah.
He got accused of stuff.
Yes, he did.
What did he do?
He got Me Too'd.
But like, what happened?
Ex-girlfriend.
A little less. It's a little less of a Me Too and more of an admonition put forth by his ex about. She put out like an article.
It was a blog post.
Yeah, she put out, it was on a blog post on like a popular. It was me. I think it was Mashable or Medium.
Yeah.
It was Medium.
Yeah.
And she put out a thing on Medium, and she left his name out of it, talking about abuse that she's sustained over the course of years. And the people put the piece together like, oh, shit, you talk about fucking Chris Hardwick.
Yeah, because that's who you were dating for years.
Oh, jeez. So, I mean, if you don't know who Chris Hardwick is, he's the host of The Talking Dead. He's like an entertainment host for nerd shit.
Yeah. He used to be on Attack of the Show.
Oh, yeah.
Way back in the way back.
Singled Out with Janie McCarthy.
Oh, that's
Oh my
going
God.
really way back.
Oh, jeez.
I don't know if our listeners are old enough to remember those days.
If you are, thanks.
Thanks.
That means a lot that you listen. I've never been a fan of Chris Hardwick.
Really?
Never. I think he is very annoying.
I mean, he's funny.
He's not funny to me at all. He talks in Talking Dead, and I want him to stop talking so I can listen to other people talk.
So you just hate every nerd who isn't us? Is that what it is?
That's not true. No.
No, the thing is,
No.
the thing is that once that shit dropped, that blog post.
Was he canceled?
Well, I mean, the media.
Nerdist, who
He made Nerdist.
yeah, he was a co-founder or whatever of Nerdist News, Nerdist the website, and they're huge. In the nerdosphere, as you like to say, Aisha. When it comes to like not a media outlet for shit we love, they like came out with a fucking essay of a statement disavowing and trying to make clear, look, he hasn't worked with us for multiple years.
They were like, let's get in front of this. Get in front of it.
Oh, they got in front of it with the whole offensive line got in front of this shit. They got
in front of it, and Chloe Dykstra also was like, yeah, nah, those are great people.
Yeah.
They're not in collusion.
Yeah.
Pretty much
Yeah.
Oh my
co-signed
God.
it.
They had seconds. No, I second that the Nerdist is great and has
Right.
nothing to do with that.
Right.
Like, what?
Yeah,
It's about Chris Hardwick.
Yeah, hashtag not
Joe
all
Monday.
websites. Yeah,
Not all websites.
not all
exactly.
media outlets.
But
That's
San Diego
hilarious.
Comic-Con was like, yeah, nah. Any of the panels he would be on,
Womp
which
womp.
he's usually on most of them, but like BBC America,
Yep.
San Diego Comic-Con, they were like, nah,
Yeah, now we
we'll
good.
pass on you.
We'll find
Wait,
somebody
so
else.
is it confirmed that that's who she's talking about? Or did people just say, you know what, that sounds like she's talking about him?
Well, I'll say
and
this.
was it like he like physically and mentally abused her?
I'll
Like,
say this. He didn't Morgan Freeman this and immediately release a counter statement or anything like that. He has been radio silent ever since. So I'm thinking
he did that shit.
he probably did enough of that shit.
And he doesn't know what to say.
Right. And the
And
biggest
he's like, my life is over.
right, the biggest show that he's on and affiliated with right now, though, I would argue is probably The Talking Dead.
Yeah.
Even though that show has been in the decline.
I know. Because
it's-
that show's been in it.
Right. It's still a big time show. And
But
one
he's
of,
doing something else too.
yeah,
similar.
but I would just say that's probably the biggest thing that he's
Yeah.
associated with that most people probably know him for now.
Right.
What really mainstreamed him.
It's true.
And they're like, yeah, we're really considering like other options and.
Aw. Well, I mean, that show is not like Walking Dead. How long is it going to happen now that like
Right, but it's interesting because The Talking
Rick
Dead,
and Maggie are
The
leaving?
Talking Dead, as far as I know, is like the first of its kind, a post-game
It's
type of
true.
show for a series.
Yeah. You know, it's funny because I feel like there's other ones popping up now. I was like looking for a show to watch and I saw Aisha Tyler's name and I was like, ooh, that's my girl, my name twin. And she's doing a show similar where they talk about that show Dietland, which I know nothing about. And I was like, oh, snap. Is that like a thing now? We have like after show talks?
They do. I mean, especially like online on YouTube, like after Westworld, there are a bunch of after Game of Thrones.
Oh, yeah,
you can
no,
go
that's
on
true.
YouTube and there are a lot of, I would go and say, well-produced shows that people put on where they interact with the audience to get theories. They give their recaps, their immediate impressions. Very similar to what happens on Talking Dead.
They do it for Insecure. I mean, it's not like there's no
Yeah.
audience over, but they like sit, they like drink wine and talk to the writers and like
But
different
I
actors.
really feel like The Talking Dead was like a pioneer in that, giving you a format for that post-show fandom to like, what do you do right after with that energy? You don't have to
It's
wait
true.
the next day to the water cooler like on days
right.
when
You're like
Lost
go to
was
work
out.
and like, did you watch it?
Right,
you
you
can,
could
like,
just straight up
Watch talking. Or now you're just gonna have to like, if you all fell in love with Chris Hardwick, sad. So
I mean,
he's looking for work. Anyway, so we're gonna move on to some more of our main info here. So we've seen some images of the next Wonder Woman, right?
What is it titled? Is
like
it
a
titled
DC
Wonder Woman 1984?
It might be.
Is it?
I feel like that's the official.
It might be. I haven't gotten any confirmation yet on that.
I know it takes place in 1984.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, so but here's my problem: that Steve Trevor, Chris Pine's character is there. So like, what are your theories as to how he's there?
Are we moving to nerdspiracies?
Yes,
Boom,
this
boom,
is
boom,
our
boom, boom,
nerd
boom, boom.
conspiracy theories.
You need theme music for it that isn't copyrighted.
Oh, sorry. I made that up out of my mouth, though. So.
I want to believe.
I mean, one thing is like it could be flashbacks. That's what some people are saying.
Flashback from who? Like Wonder Woman knew him for like a week.
That's true. Like,
You
did
know?
we miss the scene in the 2 weeks they were hanging out?
I mean, they fucked and they became
Exactly.
friends, and then he blew up.
Or maybe he didn't.
No, I don't like that theory. Cause
He did.
in the images that they were showing to him, he looks the same age.
He does.
And if this is
But
taking
it
place
kind
in
of looks like he's on
1984,
vacation.
yeah. But if so, what he went to what is it, Tahiti? The fucking
Yeah, exactly.
that's a that's a Coulson, Agent Coulson, Agents of Shield fucking reference there.
Maybe he has a clone.
It's part Kree. What the fuck?
I'm just saying it just doesn't make any sense. I'm like, and I was actually like, he died, and I was like, oh, okay, cool, good. And then I'm like, how are you back? And why do we need you back?
I mean, listen, was he likable? Yes.
Sure.
Was he important to her development? Yes.
I mean,
Do I
for
need
that
any more of
episode-
him? No.
No.
I'm like, you did your duty.
You did.
You shot the thing with a gun from the cockpit of the plane. How the fuck did you get out before it blew up?
That's what I'm saying.
That's impossible.
Okay, so it's flashbacks. That's what we're saying then. No.
Or maybe it's like an illusion.
Yeah, my theory is that he could be a ghost. She is in touch with particularly godlike things and may be able to summon him. I don't know. This is stupid.
Yeah.
I don't know. Man.
Exactly. And then if you're gonna send out images, why would you send the one that makes everyone like, what the fuck? Why would you just send the images that you're like, oh, cool?
But this is similar to like what? Well, Kingsman is similar to Jessica Jones season 2.
Right.
When like they were letting out official images of like characters who were returning that I would have much rather found out as I watched the thing. Like,
Right,
why
exactly.
would you spoil your own fucking thing?
Own thing. I think they don't have faith, of course. I mean, to be fair, DC shouldn't have much faith. But like they don't have faith that people will come see the movie.
But this is the
Oh,
one.
it is Wonder Woman.
Well, look, to be fair, I don't know if this is DC on their own doing this. I don't know if it's what's the director's name? The woman.
Oh, right, yeah.
I don't know if
Jenkins.
this is Patty Jenkins' blessing. You know, maybe it's part of throwing us off of something. I don't know. The point is, I don't know why you would fucking take out the legs of one of your big reveals like this.
Yeah,
it doesn't really make sense. I think she's confident in the movie she's making.
Yeah.
It was very bold, I think, of her to go after who she went after to play Cheetah.
Oh yeah.
You know, we talked
Kristen
about that.
Wiig,
Kristen Wiig. So I don't really know.
Also, is that like Wonder Woman's biggest villain?
That's her soldier. One of her biggest soldier villains.
Yeah.
Like you have your soldier villain, you have your arch nemesis.
Yeah.
So Cheetah is to Wonder Woman what Bane is to Batman.
That's a good comparison. Because the other two big villains in her, history would be Ares and
right.
Is
Which they already
is it
did.
Cersei? What's that?
Cersei or Felix Faust. Like they're pretty
okay.
eye to eye.
I'm gonna put Cersei just a little bit above Felix though.
Copy.
Yeah, those would be like her biggest bads that she goes up against.
Okay. Well, again, I'm not as excited. I'm just a little more confused.
If there's one, if there's one property they really shouldn't fuck with, it is this one because it was, I think, most accepted as their most successful fucking DCEU venture.
Didn't it make like the most money and like?
I believe that it did. So
most people were excited.
And most people felt good about this film.
Yeah.
And the type of audience that they were bringing in to see it, will probably come and support it again, which was a lot of women who normally hadn't gone to see these movies, and they turned out for Wonder Woman.
I know that like most of the nerd lady friends I have were like whatever after they saw that movie.
After the first one?
Yeah, they were like, this could have been a better movie, and I'm like, true.
Yeah, I think it was like overrated because I really hated the final scenes.
Oh my god, it was so dumb.
But the rest of it, I would say they did a good job. Gal Gadot is a good Wonder Woman. She's a good Wonder Woman.
She's good. Sure.
She's good.
Yes.
Sure.
Yes, she's good.
She's good.
You could want anyone to do it.
Right.
She does it.
She does it well.
She does it and you enjoy it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay, I mean, that's what they wanted. I'm just
You
saying.
hate everyone.
I don't hate everyone. I just,
I
you
know.
know, I can't over like. All right, so now, okay, that was some info, but we're gonna get into the meat now. This is the meat and potatoes, Westworld. So we didn't talk about it last time. We're gonna stock up on some episodes.
I protested. I cried.
It was just I'm the one who has not been that excited about it this season, but the past 2 episodes have actually got me really interested.
Good.
So I have this question.
Oh,
Is
and
everyone-
spoilers.
Oh my
definitely.
God. If you haven't seen it,
Spoiler.
just watch it and then come back to this episode.
We're talking about up to episode 9 of season 2
Yes.
because season finale is next week.
Season finale is next. So, question. Is everybody a fucking robot?
That's a slur. They're
Racist?
not. They're not robots.
Robots?
They're
Everyone
hosts.
is a freaking robot.
They're hosts.
I just mean one man in the black hat thinks his own daughter's a robot. Freaking shoots her. And then you're looking at him like he's a robot. He starts digging in his arm like he's a robot. And then you're like, oh my God, Bernard is Arnold as a robot. Like
Bernarnold.
Bernarnold. So it's just
Listen.
what?
He fucking laser tagged this shit out of her with a P90.
I feel like he shot her in the heart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He sent a
Like you
chested
couldn't
her.
shoot her in the arm and be like, oh, is she?
Yeah, like he fucking shot her right in the CPU if she was a fucking.
And he used one of the
guards.
guard exactly. 'Cause
Yeah.
I was like, wait, if
'Cause
she
had
was
his
a
gun.
host, she wouldn't have got hurt.
No. They still die. Like
oh no,
if you
if she wasn't, she would have got hurt.
right.
But
yeah.
if she was a human, she wouldn't have gotten hurt if he had used a real. regular gun.
No. Ever since
Live ammo.
ever
okay.
since what happened to Ford,
It's been
yeah,
it's live
they've
ammo
been
now.
it's live rounds
get it.
all around. Yeah,
Damn.
there ain't no more Nerf guns out there. It's all real steel.
So, do you think that he's a host?
No, I think he had a psychotic break. His profile read that he had a psychotic break and he couldn't just establish realities anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah,
I think his real life fidelity is in the toilet, and I have a crazy theory.
Wait, what do you? Okay, go say it.
Like, I don't think that he is a host,
Okay.
but we also know that the hosts under Wyatt's direction destroyed the cradle.
Yeah, so there's no more backups.
DK, there's no more backups. But we also know that Ford used DK Wyatt, Dolores, to help test the fidelity of Bernard.
Yeah, as our
Right?
To be like,
So in that sense, it was a human using a host to create a host who thought he was human.
right.
Okay. I think because there's no one alive still who has spent as much time in the park as William,
Yeah.
that Ford's endgame is going to have William, probably against his will, help to recreate the hosts and their copies that no longer exist, rebuild them to fidelity, and unleash them back into the world somehow. And that will be William's punishment since he wants to wreck the whole
I was
thing
like, that's
down.
like the opposite of his existence.
It's the opposite of existence. It's the comeuppance he deserves, and it would be like a loop he can't get out of and can't do anything about. He wanted to burn everything
that
to
would
the ground.
be his programming.
Right. He wanted to burn everything to the ground, but who better to serve as the tester of those hosts' fidelity
yeah.
than the person who put them through the most shit
Right, because what he
over
really
the last
wanted
30 years.
when he started, if he was a human, his whole thing was like how to get everyone to live forever through Delos, right? It was like, oh, this idea to get people to live forever.
I don't know if he wanted everyone to live forever, because remember he said some people aren't meant.
Right.
to
Well,
do
the
it.
idea is like, let's use this park to figure out how people can live forever and sell that. Or
Right,
whatever.
okay.
And so then he would be like, I need the host to be free. So now him being a host.
You think he's a host, I'm saying.
Oh, I don't know.
You just said you did.
I did. I don't know if he's a host or if he's not, but it would be really interesting, I guess, if he was a host. And then, you know, when he came into the business, like, oh, we're going to figure out how to make people live forever. And then Ford's like, fuck that. That's not what I made this for. And then he makes him into a host so that he can make the hosts live forever.
Right. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
For his own self-interest.
Exactly. Ford's like, fuck you. I'm going to make the hosts live forever.
Yeah, because everybody was saying fuck you, Ford, in this episode, which I thought was hilarious.
Right.
But I don't know. France, what do you think about this? Like, I feel like if they do make William a host, the way they did it was cool. It was good character development for him. But I feel like that they kind of already did that with Bernard in first season when they got us with that. So I feel like it's a repeat, just told differently type thing. What do you think about that?
I think more along the lines of it's not the same story.
It's not. It's not.
Not the same. I see how it's similar, but really, what I get from that story is this whole other this whole other parallel where where Bernard's story feels a lot more like Maeve's, and Dolores' story more like William's.
Right.
And that was the parallel that rang out to me. The thing with the similarities otherwise are just they're really base. But the narrative connection between William and Dolores
is profound.
That shit got my attention.
Yeah, that is profound. I mean, this show, it's so fucking enjoyable because the development of these characters is so well done and interwoven. And the dialogue is great. Like we got less this year of Ford.
True.
Yeah.
But I'm hoping this is not all we'll get of Ford. Even if we get less in the next season, I need his presence. Anthony Hopkins is so amazing.
He's the puppeteer.
Yeah, every one of his lines are so fucking good. These men of stone. You know what? I was like, what? I don't know what he's quoting. I don't know if you're just freestyling that, but yeah, men of stone, yeah.
But I mean,
it's so good.
Like people know, I was not that excited about this season because I really don't care about Dolores like at all. I don't understand why she's doing what she's doing, and maybe it'll be exciting at this end finale. Maybe it'll really like show itself, and I'm like, oh.
Wait,
okay.
you don't understand why she's doing what she's doing,
or
what she wants to do? Because I guess
I don't know what she wants to do. I
I
know why.
I don't know what she wants to do either, but I do understand why she's doing it.
But I think I also don't care about what she wants to do.
If Dolores gets out of the park, the series should end.
Yeah, like what's the point of Dolores getting out of the park? Is she gonna kill humans? What is your plan?
Because then it's every other robot movie we've ever seen.
Yeah.
Well,
I think that's why I don't care because I'm like I've seen the end of this.
Whatever is at the what did they name it?
The forge.
Yeah, whatever's at the forge, she doesn't want to destroy that. She wants to use it.
Right, but like
so
for what?
I don't think her getting out of the park is as simple as her just getting out of the park. I think that it's she's gonna have a plan. She has a plan. It's just I don't understand it right now what it is.
But that's why I don't care. I'm like,
Yeah, and the other question with all the shit going on is, what even is the world outside of Westworld? Is it the way... I know,
right? We haven't seen it.
Right. Is it the way that everyone is supposedly remembering it? Or is it something else entirely?
Or is it the apocalypse and the only world that exists is Westworld?
Right. Like, maybe it's completely different. I don't know.
Or everybody out there already is robots.
They were just waiting.
Yeah, they're like, yeah, you guys been playing that game forever. We've been out here for like decades.
When she leaves Westworld, she's born.
Yeah, and everyone's like, oh, Dolores!
Born robot.
Took you long enough.
No, she's like baby robot born.
Oh, she transformed.
Like, this is their gestation.
Yeah.
Yeah, quiet. You can't, you know what I mean?
It's just been 9 months of...
Quiet, why are you crying?
Well, the reason I liked the past 2 episodes was because of the like indigenous peoples. That one,
Akachita.
I loved that episode. After I saw that,
beautiful.
I was like, okay, everyone else was all excited about that other episode that apparently was the best episode in the world. This one was better than that for me.
That I won't even argue with you. It was a great episode. Like in other words, I disagree. but I can see why you say that because it was a beautiful, elegant episode. But the thing is about that, my favorite part in that was when he interacted with Ford, and Ford had like that natural history museum recreation.
Yeah,
shit.
that was really cool.
Yeah, that scene was fucking great, and it's like again he was accounting for and adjusting his plans around
Right, because
the unexpected.
It was because like he really saw how the hosts are becoming
Yeah.
alive for real. Like that was part of his plan for them to come alive. So he had to leave in there some room, some flexibility.
Right.
So it's like, okay, yeah, I'm writing you in to be free. As soon as you're free, I'll see what to do next.
Right. And then it's possible, based on that episode and what we heard him say to Maeve in episode 9.
I know
that Akechita, there you go, Akechita's revelation to Ford was what motivated him to then do what he did for Maeve.
I know, that's true.
Which
And
which I thought was
Maeve,
cool. I love Maeve.
I know.
She's still my
I
favorite.
thought she was gonna die, but then in the preview for the next episode, I was like, oh look, she's walking around again.
Yeah.
She's got a little shawl because she probably can't fix her opened
Her
wounds.
open, folds of skin.
Her open muscles there.
But we've been waiting for this scene in the trailer that they showed with the buffaloes roaming.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What is that? Okay, so theories. What are your theories for the finale?
I gave mine already, I think.
Oh, about Will having to train the...
Yeah, I think that's...
Will is the backups?
Yes, I think he's the backup for the hosts. He'll test their fidelity.
France?
I think I think Dolores is gonna make it to the end of where she needs to get, and then we're gonna witness what makes a really great story is a 3-way battle, and we're gonna get Dolores and her ragtag crew.
Is she even still have a crew though?
Technically, it was just her and this dude.
Yeah, I think.
But she is really into conscripting motherfuckers, so she might conscript some people between here where she's going.
That's true. Okay.
But Clem and whoever she's with, Clementine and the murder bot protocol.
Yeah.
Fucking Order 66 out here.
I touch glass, you die.
You die. And then
Maeve.
And then Bernard.
Oh.
And whoever William is with.
Yo, this is a quintuple.
Almost, but we'll find out where the alliances are.
Yeah.
And whatever alliances exist, will kind of let us know what's happening next.
Yeah.
But before that, we don't know because I remember Clem remembers who she is.
Right.
I don't see Clem seeing Maeve and not being like, "Oh, you fam," and then turning on everyone.
Right.
Yeah, Maeve is like the real ringleader too. Like, there's no way these hosts. She has the most power over all the hosts. I feel like even if she came in contact with Clem, she would just either have to control her mind or control the minds of the people she's controlling. You know what I mean? Because like Maeve's like, I've been doing this for a while. I got my master's degree in this now.
Yeah.
So like, you just started yesterday. Where were you at?
Right.
She can be able to control everything.
Do we think that Bernard was successful in extracting Ford from his brain mind or no?
I don't. I was really sad when that happened. Actually, at first I was like, "Oh yeah, I guess he needs to get rid of them so that Bernard can be Bernard," because he was controlling him in a way that Bernard that's not him.
Right.
And I was sad that it wasn't him.
Especially when he made him kill.
Yeah, I mean he's been making him do that, so I guess maybe it is him.
Yeah.
But when he had him go away, I was like, "Oh man, what are you gonna do though?" He had instructions.
Yeah. And there's
had instructions.
We didn't get to see everything that he was doing before he met up with Elsie again.
Yeah.
So he probably make a stop here, stop there. Who knows what the fuck what he was doing?
He had plans.
Yeah.
I don't think he's totally gone because in reality, Ford made Bernard. So although he is free, Ford is the computer.
He said, Bernard, you can end all of it. He said you can end all of it.
Wow.
He did say that.
So
maybe he is just as powerful as Ford.
Well, maybe not as powerful, but he'll have the opportunity to decay and all of it. We're gonna see the crescendo of Ford Symphony play together because he's put all these parts in motion.
Right.
That France that you were breaking down, all these different motivations.
Mazes inside of mazes.
Right. He's been the one kind of setting those off. So it's gonna be real interesting to see what his plan was for all these people. I feel like we've just been focused mostly on William, because he straight up called it one last game, but we'll see how that plays out.
The game where you kill your daughter, dumbass.
I know.
Yo.
He legit.
I was like, yo! I said that out loud watching that shit by myself.
He literally yo, he's gone. Like his mind is gone. Like That's crazy.
He fucking
Killed your own daughter.
It was unexpected, man.
Even if she was a host, like, you still shot your daughter. Come on.
Nah. I mean, if he was right, then that's different.
When has he been right?
Who, William?
Yeah.
I'll get back to you on that.
Because he has all these theories and all these things he's doing, and then ended up like, the only thing you don't know is yourself.
He only got to be wrong once. He only had to be wrong once, and it was a really pipital moment to be wrong.
Been wrong the whole time.
And the thing is, he was
Shooting
wrong about
people
it
and-
on Father's Day.
That's true. Oh my God.
Take your daughter to work day.
And he shot her.
Brat.
She was like, happy.
Yep. No, but her line was great when he was like, "You think I'm a host pretending to be human? I'm your daughter pretending to give a shit about you."
Yeah.
I was like, yo.
And then he was like, blah, blah, blah. You don't know me.
I feel like there's fire lines every damn episode, man.
Me being me, I thought that the line that made that shit was she was like, "You think I'm a host? You think all of this is for you?" And I was like, "Privilege 101."
But then Ford told him it was for him, so he was like, "It's for me."
Right? And I
then
paid for all this.
Yeah, and then he's like, every single thing that came up to him, he's like, "Ford, get on my face."
Yeah.
Could have been like a deer. He's like, "Fuck you,
Fuck
Ford."
you, Ford. He punched his horse.
Yeah, exactly.
Stepping
He's
on
like, "What the fuck is this
fish."
tiger, Ford?"
Yeah.
Ah. And you're like, "Oh my God."
I see you, Ford, you wily bastard.
He was like, "Come on, man."
And then the line, what was he saying when he's looking at her arm? He's about to cut it. He said, You overstepped your bounds or something like that.
Something.
He said some shit that I was like, damn, bro.
Well,
How wrong you is. Oh, somebody on the Westworld Reddit, I'll get the picture first.
yeah.
They were like, oh my God, somebody please Photoshop William's profile to look like a Father's Day card.
Oh.
And someone did. And it said, Happy Father's Day, cowboy, like some shit like that.
Oh,
like,
God.
I was like, yeah.
That is so sad.
Yeah, they were quick with it.
Well, we'll see. You know, HBO has this thing that they do where the last episode isn't as good as the second to last episode.
That's what tends to be the case.
Yeah, so I'm a little worried.
With many of their series. That's what tends to be the case.
Especially since I'm just getting excited about it now. And then I was like, whoa, finale's next week? Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm a little worried that I'm going to be like disappointed. But
I hope you don't
I'm
have to wait.
keeping my mind open.
That's good. Keep your CPU open. I'm
not a robot.
You don't know that. Check
I
your
mean,
arm.
maybe.
Check your arm.
I know. That's what he did.
Yeah, I hope we don't have to wait that long for this show to return. But we'll see.
We only waited a year though, no?
No, it was more than a year. It was like 2.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Man, I watched this shit late.
Yeah.
This is like, it literally-
I watched it late as well.
I like watched it and then I was like, oh, the next season's coming.
Yeah. Because we had Game of Thrones to to hold us down. Then we didn't have it, and then we were waiting for Westworld.
Which I still am not missing Game of Thrones yet.
What?
I'm not.
That shit hits me every
very
day.
Patient. I'm like, okay, see you in 2020.
Nah, man, that shit hits me every fucking day. I'm not gonna lie.
It just didn't leave it as much on a cliffhanger as it would have. So I'm like, all right, well, we'll see how this pans out when it gets back.
I need to know.
Yeah, we'll see.
Team Night King.
Which brings us to our next point. Movies and TV shows you should watch this weekend. So I just want to bring this up because this is a lot coming from me.
Oh, okay.
We have a huge Halloween party every year and we watch all the scary movies and I love it. And you dress up and scary movies are so fun. We went to see Hereditary. And no spoilers. I am not giving any spoilers. Because I genuinely think every single person listening to this and in the world should go see this movie.
Oh, damn.
It is the best movie I have seen all year.
Whoa.
And it's one of the scariest movies I've ever seen in my life.
What? Wait, so is it going to make the rotation?
It's too scary. It's too scary.
So we'll leave it till we're all drunk at the end. What the fuck?
No. Because it's not scary like any scary movie you've ever seen. It's not like the ha fun, let's talk through this. It's like real life trauma shit going on and then demons.
Okay.
So you're not like,
Twilight.
this is. I mean, if you saw the trailer,
lied.
if you saw the trailer, you know there's some type of demonic something happening. They show you that in the trailer. Yeah,
Okay, wow.
and every like I don't want to hype it up so people get there but there's just no expectations
Right.
that you can have from this movie.
Well, I mean, I guess I'll never see it then.
No, go see it. I'll see it with you. I'll see it again, but I don't want to see it again unless I have a reason to see it.
The only horror movie, not thriller, the only horror movie I'm gonna go see in the theaters again, or not again, is It 2 when it comes out.
Oh yeah, I'll see that one. See, it's nothing like that though. Like, and
No, I get it.
when we were in the movie theater, I think we saw it with a bunch of people who are used to the like regular run of the mill jump scare.
Yeah,
or
this is
what's
not
that in
jump
the
scary?
corner.
No, not at all.
No.
Oh,
It's
'cause
long lasting pain and anguish
Ah.
and then fear.
like Misery.
Yes.
I loved
Complete-
Misery.
Well, worse than Misery because Misery, it was pretty contained within those like,
House.
yeah.
And
I mean, this is,
The house and TP runs.
yeah.
Okay.
This you were more scared of like Kathy Bates
Oh yeah, I definitely was.
than you are of the entire circumstance. You're afraid of this entire circumstance.
Well, as a writer, I was actually very afraid.
Well, yeah, you were like, dang, I better not break
Not my
down
legs.
anywhere.
Not my legs.
But yeah, it's really about like that family
Mhm.
and then the tragedies that happen to them and
Yeah.
then also paranormal shit.
Okay, all right. Well,
So go see
I
it.
feel like if we talk any more about it, you're gonna spoil.
I know.
something.
I don't even know how to. I'll be honest. I don't think I want to recant it. So.
All right. So you heard this, folks. If you're a fan of scary movies and or if you're not,
Go
if
see
you
it.
have issues with your heart, definitely
Bring
go
a
see this film.
friend. But okay, so next, Cloak and Dagger.
Hey.
Have y'all seen that
We
yet?
watched one episode.
Okay.
It's surprising.
The pilot episode was like 2 episodes though.
Yeah.
Was it?
So you saw both?
Yeah.
Oh, did we?
Oh, okay.
Yes, we did.
All right.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess
I haven't watched it yet. I will.
Yeah.
But I'm glad to hear that it was good. I know they changed the dynamic
They did.
of like their backstory, which makes sense because their original backstory had to do with like a strain of heroin that they were kidnapped and forced to test
Yeah.
and shit like that.
So I don't know anything about those two characters, and we watched it because people were saying it was actually good. And also, by the way, it's on Freeform.
I don't even know what that is, but
It's the new ABC Family,
Like literally, it was ABC Family.
huh.
and they turned it into Freeform.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'm sure my Fire Stick will be able to find it.
But also, ABC Family was not this like raunchy.
Oh, raunchy.
It
Edgy.
was never edgy.
Oh, I mean, listen, Cloak and Dagger are the quintessential couple in Marvel Comics. I mean, their codependency is as well done as codependency can be done.
Well, I mean, you were talking about like the drugs and stuff,
Yeah.
and like they don't go into like heroin. I mean, maybe they do later. I don't know. But in the first episodes, like there's like drug use, there's stuff about sex, there's robbing, and people are dying.
All right.
And you're like, oh my god, I thought Freeform was ABC Family.
Well, I mean,
It's like,
can't
you
make
know,
a family without a little
modern
sex. You know what I'm
ABC
saying?
Family.
ABC Sopranos.
Family Guy. What that kind of family? ABC Familia.
For me.
But it is good. I mean,
okay.
I think it has its moments where, like, you know, no offense to all the comic book shows out there.
Do it.
They're like, you know, they're corny moments. And this one is based, they're like teenagers. So you're like, oh, God, is this teenage drama? Is it a thing?
Well, the most important thing is the interactions between Cloak and Dagger. You know, like if their chemistry is good, it can carry the show for the 2.5 seasons I predicted it'll go.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
Which
I
is
don't
all
know
we
yet.
need. We don't need more of that. We don't need more Cloak and
It's
Dagger.
so, what we saw was so introductory. I can't tell if their chemistry is good or not.
Oh,
yet.
okay. You can't tell.
But afterwards,
Mhm.
we watched Comics Explained. Oh, it was on Comics Explained.
I think it was. So we watched a couple, including Comics Explained, talking
Okay.
about Cloak and Dagger.
All right.
Yeah. So, I mean, if they go down those routes, it would be really interesting.
I'll say up front, somehow Cloak and Dagger blends everything that I loved about Dawson's Creek. As so much, I was just I like Dawson's Creek. That's it. I loved it. It was my shit.
Cloak and Pacey.
I was like, but it combined whatever the hell that made that shit work. with some really, really, really edgy and modern concepts. So you get the whole teen WB type drama shit, but then you also get something you weren't really expecting, and which is an understanding take of the young mind.
An understanding take of the young mind.
Yeah, because usually we just make fun of kids. We make fun of these.
Hey, speak for yourself, all right?
I'll be making fun of kids every day.
I am one that believes that the children are the future.
Sure, and they're hilarious to laugh at.
Okay. If you teach them well,
hilarious,
and let them lead the way,
sexual chocolate. I believe the children are future.
You couldn't help it. I'll tell you right now. If Christian's listening, he's singing that shit.
Oh right, is that like his favorite movie? Coming to America?
No.
Oh, I hope it is your favorite movie.
But one of his favorite things to do is to break out in song. That I like subliminally put into his head.
Let them lead the way.
Yeah.
Show them all the beauty that was inside.
Oh, that's okay.
Coming to America.
Yeah.
Sexual chocolate.
Yeah, I know where you're going with it. I have a Cloak and Dagger #1.
Oh wow.
What?
Yeah.
Wow, he was really.
I have a Silver Surfer #1 as well.
Fuck out of here! You got Norman Rad.
I do. Bob got me that.
Aw.
Bob.
Shout out to Bob. He
Bob.
donated.
That's right. We have
since our last.
That's right. We should shout those people
We
out.
should shout those people out.
So shout out to Bob.
Woo.
My boy Bob. Shout out to
My boy Bob.
My boy Bab. He loves us. I have that screen capped. I said, even if you don't understand what we're talking about, I really appreciate the support. And he wrote back like in all caps and 6 exclamation points. I love you guys.
Aww.
So we appreciate
we love
you,
you
Bob.
too.
And also shout out to Denise Valdez. She also donated.
Ow. Took us over the top.
Yeah, yes, she did. She's a fan of Stranger Things.
Which when we should talk more about Stranger now.
Well, we will when they fucking come out.
When
You know what somebody at work
again.
told me? Speaking of coworkers and shit.
Coworkers.
Yeah, because Denise is a coworker. And a friend. Somebody told me that there's a German equivalent, not equivalent, but a German Stranger Things.
Are you serious?
It's called Dark, and it's on Netflix, and it has good ratings.
We should watch it.
Yeah, I want to watch it. I totally want to watch it.
Oh my god.
But I was like, when she told me that, I was like, okay, you're telling me that this is the German version of Stranger Things.
So she must really like Stranger Things that she was like, what else is like Stranger Things?
Exactly. And apparently it's dark.
It's dark.
Yeah. So I told a few people about it.
Stranger.
I told a few people about it because I'm not going to be able to watch it because of what we're going to mention next and probably lastly.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's in my queue, and after I'm done with this thing that we're gonna mention, which is probably lastly, I'll give that a watch.
Are we done with the shout outs though? Is that for
Well, that's
for
for
now?
me. France probably has a shout out to give.
Did we? There was another. Oh yeah.
Andrietta. What's up, Andrietta? Thank you so much for your donation. Meant a lot. Andrietta's known me since I was like a child, so it's kind of awesome that she supports us this way.
I like how you speak about your childhood as if it ended.
Yeah. We just get to be big kids right here.
Toys R Us is closed.
Yeah, but you know
No,
what
that
their
was
last
sad.
wish was? For us to never grow up.
Never grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid.
That's what their last message was. I'll show it to you. I have it.
Well, yeah. Shout out to Andrietta. When I worked at Bro Sis, she was there with the kids, like such a hands-on board member, and she's just really dope, really supportive of all members and like staff, everything. So thanks so much.
And yeah, with those donations, we were able to exceed our goal.
We were, yay.
We're still leaving up the we're still leaving it up though.
Yeah.
For all of June, any funds we make over our goal are gonna go towards hopefully some studio time.
Yeah, we'll have like professional video of us talking.
High
and being
budgetry.
funny. High budget. So yeah, so our last mention of the night that everyone's excited about is June 22nd.
Everyone is. Ruffin, you too.
Is Ruffin not excited?
No, he is now because
okay.
I just said he was.
Because he is.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Ruffin for being excited. For Luke Cage.
Season 2.
He's like laughing.
Season 2.
Season 2, Luke Cage coming out.
Yeah.
I am excited because I feel like season 1 was solid. You know, it was like a good intro to Luke Cage. We did a lot, you know, the
Mhm.
gamut. And now I feel like we can really get into it.
Yeah.
Now it's like we real now.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to the music.
Are you binging?
Oh fuck yeah. As soon as I get back from graduation on Saturday, I'm gonna go straight into that.
I can't do it. I'm not gonna binge. We're gonna talk about it for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I'll watch several.
I have
episodes.
to binge it. I have no choice. I have to.
That's too much time.
Yeah. I got it though. I got the time.
Hold down the binging. Someone's gotta binge it.
That's right. Someone's got to break Netflix again.
I was gonna say, does Netflix break anymore?
Well, last time it broke that I heard was fucking because of Luke Cage. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do it again.
Yeah.
Yay, black people! You know.
Yeah,
We're doing well this year.
I'm excited for Bushmaster, but you know, I can't help but every time they show the club, me thinking about Cottonmouth. So.
Yeah.
Like you can find a way to bring
him back.
Kilgrave, but you can't fucking find a way to bring me back.
Fucking
Cottonmouth.
Kilgrave. They need to bring back Cottonmouth and Killmonger.
I feel like they could bring back Cottonmouth in what's her name's mind because she killed him, you know. So it's like the flashback. She could see him everywhere in that club.
I mean, not to be a dick, did they ever confirm that Killmonger died?
They never really did. He pulled the thing out, but we're in Wakanda.
Yeah,
He could have been like, transport him upstairs, please.
We're acting like he couldn't just pull out some fucking vibranium beads.
Where the fuck was he when Thanos showed up?
He was still in cryo healing.
Yeah, he was in cryo healing.
Vibranium cryo healing.
Or now he's Ash. One or the other.
Yeah, or he didn't make it.
Right.
Rip in peace, Aunt May.
She didn't die. She made it. Look, I can't. You know what? You guys are just... Don't get me started on my Toms.
What's the matter? Do you not feel so good?
Don't. Oh, God. See? First you're shitting on Tom Hardy, and now we're taking away Tom Holland.
I'm not taking him away. Just
He's already been taken.
Piece by piece.
Look, listen next episode. We're going to talk about the season finale of Westworld.
Yeah.
And Luke Cage. And Jurassic World. Jurassic World's coming out.
Yeah, I'm
Friday
watching that on Friday. Yep.
Yeah. I'm going to write an article about it, so look out for that. Black Nerd Problems.
Yep. Nice.
Hi.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, my God.
Hi,
He's just co-opting the end of this. Anyway, so tune in next time. I hope we will have all of our new microphones, and you're gonna be like, "It's a whole new world."
Yeah.
I swear.
Oh wait, a couple more shout outs. Shout out to the Egghead News boys.
Oh yeah, shout out to Eggheads.
Because I guessed did appearance on there.
Guessed it started.
Yeah, video should be out soon. And I met Melvin. Melvin, mad cool.
Cool.
Hopefully we'll be doing some collaborations with him in the future in some way. And Ian was cool.
He sounds like cool guys.
He's a comic book artist, and he has a twin who was also a comic book artist who worked for Marvel.
Oh my God, are they gonna write comics about themselves?
Isn't that funny though? Like they're twins who are comic artists.
Both, like,
I just thought that was interesting.
Like they draw.
Yeah, like they both can draw. That's why I can't draw, because God was too busy giving twins
the same skill.
The same skill twice. You know, It's like, okay, thanks.
I kind of wish like one of them was a writer and the other one was like a voice actor.
No, that'd be fucking broken. What do you mean?
Because then it's like I write and he does the voices.
That's broken.
And
one more shout out. One more shout out. Because this is a show that I feel very passionate about. I'm trying to get people onto it, and I've mentioned it many times before. Now it's not dark, but My Hero Academia just had its 49th episode, I think.
That's a lot of episodes.
11th episode of season 3, definitely. That's what it was. But the episode that just passed now is what I've been like trying not to spoil for my family and friends.
I've only seen season 2.
Yeah, I'm not spoiling it. I'm just saying it's what I was holding on to for like more than a year since I read it in the manga.
Oh.
And this is really at the point where the series takes that leap, and you can talk about it. I believe you can talk about it in the same fucking echelon of anime manga stories as like Naruto. And it's only like less than 50 episodes into the anime. It's the writing.
It's gonna be like Bleach. It's gonna be forever.
No, Bleach didn't go on forever. One Piece is going on forever.
It's still happening.
Oh, it's gonna probably go on for another 30 years. Yeah, until this guy dies.
Gosh.
Ichiro Oda. But Horikoshi, he's the mangaka for My Hero Academia, This is going to be the new mainstream thing. Just like you saw Naruto all over the place, you saw people Naruto running around the fucking place. You're gonna see little kids making gestures from the show very soon. Like that, it's the new big thing, and I'm happy about it because it's a very well done, very well written, very well animated, very well drawn series that deserves the praise. When it's good, and this shit is great.
Yeah, I know they're making no money, so support.
That's true.
Manga they don't make enough money.
They don't make
the whole
money.
Team doesn't make enough money.
Animators, yeah, like as you know, we subscribe to Crunchyroll so that we're supporting the animation studios that way. I read the manga when it comes out, but buy the hard copy mangas if you can. That's how they make their money. That's how these guys make their money, man. So support.
Shout out.
Shout out.
Yeah. My hero. It is a good show. I'm having a good time.
It's good.
Yeah. All right, well, listeners, thanks for tuning in. Check us next time. All of the fun and games and new microphones. Thanks.
Yeah, hopefully next time you hear us, we're going to sound crisp. New
so
equipment.
crisp.
Crispy.
I mean, I feel like we sound pretty crisp now, but like,
No, this ain't
it's going to be like.
You'll be able to hear me.
This
Yeah,
the
you can hear
foreplay.
France.
This, all this time, has been the foreplay.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You're going to put on those headphones, and then you're going to be like, I'm standing on top of a mountaintop. You know, like those Klondike commercials. Yeah.
What would you do?
What would you do for a new microphone?
Hey.
All right, come on.
All right, nah, that's a little explicit. The last episode was the pantsless episode.
Pantsless.
Yeah, it was pantsless.
Me too. I'm pantsless right now.
Well, fuck you, Ford.